Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nyx if you're new here, and in today's video we're going to be doing this really easy, glowy, summery, bronzy with a pop of color look. This is sort of my signature look for the summer when I'm running out with the kids, running out to a food truck festival, you know, doing some sort of summery outdoor event, and it's something nice and quick that I need. This is what I do. It's easy. We got glowy, youthful skin, a ton of blush, a pop of color, bronzy, flirty lashes, beautiful nude peachy lip, everything that I live for. So if you want to see how I achieve this look, definitely keep on watching. And also we'll be using a bunch of newer drugstore products. A lot of them are like TikTok viral products. We're trying them out for the first time, see if we like it, if it's really that cool, or if it's really a dud. Because you know, some things go viral on TikTok and it's like, what is this? It's not giving what it's supposed to give. So we have a couple of those products here that we're going to talk about. This dress I'm wearing is one of the dresses from my Shein haul, one of my favorites. So I'll link that haul up in the cards and down below if you haven't seen it. It is a whole plus size Shein haul, a ton of dresses, a ton of cute dresses, lots of hits, a couple misses of course, but a lot of good stuff. As you can see, I'm in a little bit of a different location. I'm trying something out. I really do like the lighting out here better. A couple days during the week I'm going to have the house entirely to myself, so I can film out here in the living room. Just the lighting, the airiness of it is a little bit better for me, and there's a desk right in front of me so I can put everything on the desk. I have a mirror in front of me. Just makes my life a lot easier. So this is something that we're going to try out. Let me know if you enjoy the setup. Things may change back here, but let me know if you enjoy the setup. And yeah, if you want to see how I achieve this nice glowy summer look, easy summer look, tons of brand new drugstore products, please keep on watching. Okay, so as usual, we're going to start with our brows. I have a couple new brow things. I have the ColourPop Brow Boss pencil in the color ash brown. Then I have the brow gel in dark brown, and I have the Feather of Claire Feather Effect styling wax. So we're gonna do the wax first. You spray it, you get it in there to pick up the wax, and then I'm gonna push my eyebrows up first. This is the way I did it with the Patrick Ta, so literally I'm assuming it's the same way with the ColourPop. So you kind of have to glue your brows up first, and then you go in with the pencil. As far as working, my brows seem to be staying up. Then I'm going to take the side of the pencil and just kind of stick it onto my skin. And this is usually the method a lot of people use when they're doing like soap brows, and that's essentially what this is. Alright, so we have them kind of like stuck up. I guess another eyebrows are like sticking up and looking a little crazy. Now I'm going to go in with the brow pencil and kind of create the shape that I want. So I'm going to start with some strokes. The pencil is kind of hard, so I feel like I have to press to get any pigment off, so that's annoying. I'm already not really a fan of this pencil. Okay, the brows are definitely stuck in place. They haven't been moving even though I'm going through it with the pencil, but I'm not a fan of this pencil. It's pretty stiff and you really have to press on to get any of the pigment off, so not a fan of that. But here we are, some nice very feathery brows. You know me, I like my Instagram brows, but we're gonna go with the feathery brows today. Then I'm just gonna brush through a little bit of the brow gel. It's gonna give me a little bit more volume. See, it's kind of built it up a little bit. That's what we need. We're gonna clean it up so it doesn't matter if it's a little wonky right now. We'll clean it up to get a little bit more cleaner shape in a sec. So we're just gonna set this with the brow gel. Okay, now we're gonna clean up under the brow and define that shape a little bit more, because right now it's a little wild. It's gonna help me feel a little bit more comfortable about these brows. Okay, so I don't have a new eyeshadow primer, so I just went ahead and put some on and cleaned up under the brows, still giving me the feathery effect. you know, we'll see how we like it as the makeup goes along. But now let's move on to eyeshadow. Okay, I know there are lots of brand spanking new drugstore eyeshadow palettes on the market, but I'm actually going to use one that I picked up on clearance at Ulta. So this is the Revlon XWW84. This is the Wonder Woman one. We're just going to do like a nice, easy summertime look, and I thought these colors would be perfect. So it's going to be pretty neutral with a pop of color. You can pretty much use any palette to achieve this look. It's going to be a really simple look. Anyway, we're going to be using these new brushes. I got these brushes from, I'll link it down below and I'll put the name on the screen, but an Amazon seller sent me these brushes to try out, and they're so pretty, completely pink, nice and soft. They remind me of the other ones that I bought on Amazon a while back that were green. They're very, very similar. So we're going to be using these brushes today. So I'm going to start off with this sort of pointed blender, and I'm going to go right into this warm brown and put it in our crease. The good thing about this setup is that I can have a mirror in front of me comfortably and not have to worry about the fact that these drugstore products never have mirrors. Super annoying. So this is a nice warm brown, not a lot of pigment. I don't use a lot of drugstore eyeshadow palettes, but I know, you know, they don't have the best pigment, but a lot of them you can build up. Have I ever used Revlon eyeshadows? I haven't used Revlon eyeshadows in a while, if at all. I can't even remember. So we got a nice little warm transition there. Okay, so that color built up pretty decent. So now we are, and this brush is actually really soft, and I like that it's kind of pointed, so it really gets into your crease. Folds like me can really kind of like get in there, you know, because it has that point to it. Next, I'm going to take this more of a shader brush, and we're going to go into the dark brown, and we're going to put that into the outer V and a little bit in the crease. It's a little bit of fallout, not too bad. So first we're going to tap it here in the outer V. That's pretty good pigment, again, for a Revlon palette. We're going to tap it here on the outer V, and then we're going to go to about halfway into the crease. I am so sorry if my dishwasher is so aggressively loud. Alright, now we're going to blend out that edge and bring whatever is left on the brush into the crease. And wing it out just a tiny bit. Create the shape. Okay, we blended away some of the transition color, so I'm just going to go back with that brush. Kind of get that color back. You can make these more intense if you want to, but you know, just keeping to pack it on, build it up. But you know, this is an easy summer look, so I'm not going for anything intense. This is a nice daytime, going to a food truck festival with the kids, you know, that sort of thing. Going to the farmer's market on a Sunday. There's this cute place where we live called Pier 13. It's in Hoboken. It's right on the Hudson River. You know, there's some food trucks. You get some food, you get some drinks, you play some games. The kids can run around. The dog can go. You know, you just want to throw on something nice and easy and pretty. Because, you know, there's going to be people around. You want to be pretty, always. And it's very Instagrammable, so you'll be taking pictures. So we just want a nice, easy look for that sort of thing. On the lid, I'm going to go in with this nice bronzy color with my finger. I'm just going to press that right onto the lid. That is actually pretty impressive for a Revlon palette. I mean, it's not like, you know, the most amazing, but it has some good pigment, some good shine. It's nice and soft, doing exactly what we need it to do. Now we're going to take that dark brown and kind of connect it to the shimmer out here. Now with these shimmers, they're very, very soft and can blend away very easily. So if you try to blend around it too much, it's going to go away. So just kind of tap the color over the edge to blend the two, because that shimmer it's gonna be gone. And that's the thing about drugstore shadows, like they do sometimes require a little bit more work, which I don't mind, especially for something like this. Like I said, nice and quick and easy. And so far it's given me a nice bronzy eye, and nice summery bronzy eye, and that's exactly what I needed. Okay, for our liner today, to give it a little bit of interest, we're gonna go in with this brand new Revlon Liquid Chrome So Fierce Chrome Ink Liquid Liner, and this is in the color Bronzage. So this is what the packaging looks like. It has a nice long, oh, so it's like a pen. Oh, and it's a really pretty bronze liner, very juicy. We like juicy. All right, so we're gonna give ourselves a little wing. Let's see if it shows up over this look. Okay, so you do see it a little bit, and it does give the look a little bit of interest. This was actually surprisingly easy to use, and you know, the wing, I don't know if you can see it pretty well, but I got a nice pretty decent wing. And I like the fact that when you store it and you put it like this, you're going to store it facing down like this, so that's what keeps your liner juicy. All of my eyeliners, I always store them facing down, standing up, and like facing down like this, so the ink is always running into the tip, so it's always nice and juicy. So I like that it's already like that for you, so you know to keep it this way. For our lashes, we're gonna go in with these Roxy lashes. These are no longer available. These are Revolution X Roxy false lashes, and this is in the style, it doesn't have a style name, but apparently they had a collaboration with Roxy. Unfortunately, I don't know who Roxy is, but there was a collaboration and they had these lashes. I got them on clearance for like $5, and they look pretty nice. So we're gonna use these lashes today. Do I have lash glue? I do not. I have to go get lash glue. So these are the lashes. Again, nice, easy, not too dramatic. I love that it's longer on the outside and shorter on the inside. That lifts the eye and gives it a nice flirty look. So I have to go get lash glue, so I'm going to pop these on and I'll be right back. Okay, so I was in the middle of putting the lashes on. As you can see, I have one lash on, and I remembered I wanted to try out the very viral Maybelline Lash Sensational Sky High Mascara, and I have 800 Blackest Black. Now normally I wear false lashes a lot, so I don't really, you know, I'm not really that concerned about mascara unless I'm not wearing lashes, which is a rarity. This went super viral. Apparently it makes your lashes look super long and fluffy. Everybody's going crazy over it. Even my mother, I saw that she had this and I'm like, what do you know about this? And she was like, oh, these make my little lashes look so great. But so, you know, I'm like, all right, let me try it out. But again, I wear false lashes all the time, and if I put the false lashes on and then the mascara, you're not really going to see the effect of it. So I wanted to try it out on this eyelash so we can see how amazing this mascara is on just my eyelash before I put the false lash on. It has a very flexible tip. I like that. Pretty interesting. Nice and short rubbery bristle. I like that for my lashes. Let me get a little bit closer so you can see. Okay, so that's one coat. I don't know how much you can see it on camera, but already with one coat though, this is actually looking really nice. All right, let's do coat number 2. I usually would do about 2 coats. I don't go too crazy with my mascara. Again, the only time I wear mascara like just on my lashes and nothing else is on my no makeup days. And that's because, you know, I'm just running to the supermarket, taking the kids to daycare, or you know, something like that where I'm not really too concerned about makeup. I also need to see how this looks on my lower lashes. I don't know if you guys can see. Let me look up. It's giving really good volume. It's giving pretty good length. My itty bitty lashes almost look the same as the false lashes. Okay, I'll give them that. This is a really nice mascara, but I'm dying to see how it looks on my 4 lower lashes. All right, I'm gonna go back to put on the other lash and we'll circle back. Okay, so lashes are on. Still need to dry a little bit. We're gonna leave them here for now. And the funny thing is, when I went to put the second lash on, I had to look for a minute to remember which eyelash didn't already have false lashes on. That's how good the mascara looks. So I'll give TikTok that one. That was a good one. Speaking of TikTok, this was another product that went super viral on there. This is the Nyx Marshmallow Primer. I mean, I like this because of the packaging. The packaging is beautiful. This lavender. I'm not quite sure like what the claims on this are supposed to be. It says use alone or with foundation. I'm going to be using it with foundation. It has marshmallow root. I don't know what marshmallow root does. I've had some of this stuff for so long. I'm just like now getting around to trying it. So I'm going to pump a little into my hands, rub it on my face. It's a nice kind of like lavender, light lavender color as well. It smells like marshmallows. It really does smell like marshmallows, like marshmallow fluff. Oh, that is hilarious. It's even a white cast, like a sunscreen. Does this have SPF in it? It doesn't say so, but it's giving me like Casper. I mean, it feels nice and hydrating. I don't feel any tackiness to it. It is leaving a white cast on my face, and it's not sunscreen. And it looks worse on camera than it does in person, but you do see a bit of a purpley white cast, which is strange to me since this is a primer. What's up with that? Again, if you know me, you know normally I use 2 primers. I usually put something in my T-zone like a pore filling primer, but I don't have one, so we're just gonna leave it at this marshmallow primer. Then also we're gonna see what it does. So for foundation, we're gonna go in with this another sort of viral product, the Wet n Wild Bare Focus Tinted Hydrator, which is basically another skin tint. You know, summertime is all about skin tints. I think 30 different skin tints have come out over the summertime. So this one pretty affordable. I think it was like maybe $3.99, $4.99. It has hyaluronic acid and squalane. It's oil free, sheer to medium coverage, and I have the color medium deep. And for sponge today, this is not a new product at all, but I got this in Target when I was shopping, and this is a Sonia Kashuk sponge. It's the makeup sponge duo, latex free. And it has the same shape as a blender, but it's flat. It's completely flat, but it has the same shape. So I thought this was pretty interesting, and I wanted to try it out today. So I'm gonna get this wet, and then we'll put our tinted hydrator on. Okay, so it actually did get a little bit bigger. It's nice and soft, just like a regular sponge, just this different shape. Alright, so I'm going to squeeze some of the hydrator out on the back of my hand, as I always do. So this is the color. It looks like a pretty good color for me. Okay, this looks really nice on the skin. Yes, definitely share the medium coverage. It smells like paint. It's a good color for my skin tone. It's doing pretty good with the hyperpigmentation around my mouth. This sponge, on the other hand, it's not doing it for me. It's like moving everything around. It could be a combination of the fact that this is a skin tint and is very watery, but it's like moving things around. Maybe this will be better with a thicker foundation. I do like how you can go around the eyebrows like this though. Yeah, the sponge is not my favorite. Maybe it'll be better with like setting powder. We'll see a little later on. Okay, so on the camera it's giving a little bit of flashback, but in person it actually is a really good color match. It looks nice and moisturizing on the skin. I think if you have dry skin, you would really like this. I'm going to set it down. I prefer something that dries down a little bit more. And there are skin tints that do dry down a little bit more matte. It's pretty sheer coverage. So if you need a lot more coverage, you're going to have to get like some concealer. Like you definitely still see all my blemishes through. But it did a decent job kind of evening out my skin tone and kind of getting the hyperpigmentation around my mouth. So it's not bad. It is, like they say, sheer coverage. For concealer, another viral product, the Wet n Wild Incognito Mega Last Concealer, and I have the color medium golden. Now this, I believe, is full coverage, all day full coverage concealer. So where the skin tint didn't cover, this would. So I'm gonna go in the usual spots. We know how this goes. You know how this goes. And this seems to really spread. That was just one dip and it did both eyes, my forehead, everything. So that really seems to spread out really nice. Alright, I don't have a cream bronzer, so I'm just going to go in with this sponge. I'm going to fold it like a pizza again and blend this out. So of course it's a little big getting into the inner corner of the eye, so that's annoying. Okay, so here's the concealer blended out. It is a really nice concealer. I think it's a pretty good color for my skin tone. I don't like the sponge. I feel like it's picking up and moving things around as opposed to blending it in. And the shape doesn't really work. So to really get into smaller spaces, I have to like bend it here like this, like a pizza. But still, when you get to the top, it's not small enough to get into, you know, tighter spaces. So not the biggest fan of the sponge. We're gonna go in with this Hard Candy Sheer Envy loose powder. It's supposed to be hydrating. I like going in with a hydrating powder on my under eyes because, you know, age. Alright, so it's not a stark white powder, it's more of an off-white sort of peachy powder. So I'm gonna knock some of it out. And then we're gonna use the sponge to set under the eyes. This powder has sort of like a cooling effect to it. It is sinking into the skin nicely. Very interesting feeling. Feels almost like you're putting water on your skin. So it definitely is hydrating. It's probably just like that that Becca powder where, you know, when you put it on it feels like it's wet. So I think it's just like that. Although my Becca powder, when I got it and I started using it, it didn't feel wet. So I got an BoxyCharm, so it probably had already, I don't know, dried out. To set the rest of the face and to dust away the bake, we're gonna go in with this another viral L'Oreal Infallible 24-hour Fresh Wear Foundation Powder, and I have the color 330 Hazelnut. This was another one that swept across TikTok, and I've had it for a while, so I'm just now actually using it. So this is the color. I don't really use like foundation powder as foundation. I just use this to dust over the rest of my skin, like to set the rest of my skin, and that's what I'm going to use with this. If you want to see how it looks on my skin if I use it as a powder foundation, I can do that. Just let me know in the comments. But for now, I'm just gonna, this is one of the brushes from the set. Just gonna tap it in and just dust the rest of my face. This actually looks like a really nice color for me. Okay, this powder actually looks really nice on the skin. I have the liquid foundation version of this and I absolutely love it. Love it. One of my favorite drugstore foundations. The powder does look nice on the skin. My skin looks nice and smooth. So I think I have to use it as a foundation to get the effect that everybody was going crazy over. It does look nice. It really does. My skin looks really smooth and like flawless. For bronzer, we're going to go in with the NYX Matte Bronzer. This is not a new product, but it's new to me. I got it as a free gift with purchase when I made my purchase at Ulta in one of my last makeup hauls. I'll link it in the cards down below if you want to check it out. So I bought some stuff from NYX. I'm going to use the lip products today too. I bought some stuff from NYX and I got this and the cheek products. I also got them for free. So I'm going to try this bronzer out. I'm going to use this Sephora Pro brush that I got at Marshall's. It's actually a pretty nice bronzer. It's really nice and smooth. And it's building up really nicely. I like this brush, like if you want to get more of a precise, you know, contour, bronzer. Since I didn't use any cream bronzer, I might need a little bit extra bronzing. So I wanted to be a little bit more precise with this brush. See if we can hide a little bit of this double chin. Doubtful, but we can try. We can try. We're going to use a little bit to contour the nose. Not everybody needs to contour their nose, but mine is pretty. It's on the bigger side, so I contour mine. I don't mind using a little bit of bronzer to do so. Okay, I like that bronzer. It's nice. It's not too crazy pigmented. Again, you can build it up because I felt the more I go over it, the more it builds up. It's a nice neutral leaning warm color, which I like in a bronzer. For highlight, we're gonna go back into this palette and use the highlight that's in here. I'm gonna go for the more goldy one. Alright, so we're just gonna get into the goldish one right here. That's actually really nice. Sometimes drugstore products surprise you. It's not a crazy intense highlight, so if you like crazy see me from space highlight, they're saying it, but it's a nice yellowy gold. Will look really nice on deeper skin tones as well, and it looks pretty nice on mine. But again, it's more on the subtle side. It's on the very yellow side, like giving me trophy wife vibes. Slightly less yellow than trophy wife. And for blush, now I know you're not supposed to put cream on top of powder, but this is supposed to dry down to a powder. So the Soft Cheek Tint Blush Mousse, the NYX Sweet Cheeks Soft Cheek Tint Blush Mousse, and I have the color Baby Doll. So we're gonna try a little bit of this right here on the cheeks. Ooh, seems to be a pretty bright pink. And then I'm gonna blend it in with this sponge. It is picking up products underneath, so definitely if you're using this, it's a pretty color, but definitely if you're using this, use this before you do powder, not like me. I'm gonna try putting it on the sponge and see if that'll be better. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, obviously definitely do the cream blush before you do powders. Some cream products you can put them on over the powders. This is not one of them. This seems to work if I just put it onto the sponge and then just take the sponge and tap it over. Ooh, that's a lot. So we're gonna have to tap this out. But if you haven't been here before, I love blush. This seems like a lot, but I feel like blush is the first thing to fade on me. And I like putting a cream blush down and then putting the powder over it, because then it stays a little bit longer, because your girl likes blush. I'm also going to have to go over my highlight because I removed half of it. We're going to go over it with the powder brush. We're going to set it with the Sweet Cheeks Matte Creamy Powder Blush. And this is in the color Daydream. Very, very similar color to the cream. Sort of a pinky peachy color. A little bit lighter. And I'm going to use this brush. It's a little bit stiff for a blush brush, but we'll try it. Yeah, so this kind of helps to cover up the foundation and stuff that moved below. And intensifies the blush. It's a pretty light blush. So I think if I had just gone in with this powder blush by itself without the cream underneath, it would not have been as bright as I like. And yes, I like doing the little nose blush as well. Alright, we're going to grab a little bit of this highlighter again since I lost it when I was doing the blush. Right here at the top of the cheeks. I really like those two colors mixed together. Looks really nice. Okay, now we're going to take a powder brush and just dust over everything as I always do. This brush is a LaRousse brush. When I tell you it's so soft, it's so soft. Whew, love it. Like a baby's bottom. Okay, and now we set. I don't have a new setting spray, so I'm just going to go in with this Wet n Wild Photo Focus matte setting spray, because I always forget to use it, and I need to use my stuff. Oh, okay, scratch that because the sprayer doesn't work. Hope I didn't ruin it. I probably did. So I'm going to go in with the Rose 3-in-1 Primer Water as a setting spray. Okay, so let's finish up the eyes. I'm just gonna go in with these. I'm gonna go in with these two blues on the lower lash line. So we're gonna go with the bluer one on the outer part, and then the more tealy one on the inner part. And then I'm gonna use this light champagne color as an inner corner highlight, and we're gonna use this highlight as a brown bone highlight. Okay, now we're gonna go back to the mascara, and I'm gonna finish up this eye to marry it to the false lashes. Honestly, this way you also use less mascara because you only have to do a lot less coats, because what you're doing is just kind of gluing them onto the false lashes. Then, you know, the 3 coats that I put over on this side. And then now we're gonna see if this works on my lower lashes. It's a little difficult for the brush to grab onto the 3 hairs that are under there. But honestly, I'm not seeing much happening. I'm making more of a mess than anything. Okay, it doesn't really do anything for my lower lashes, unfortunately, but very little works on my lower lashes because, you know, they need Jesus. But it really did look beautiful on my upper lashes by itself. So this is definitely something I'm going to use when I'm not wearing false lashes for sure. And now finally we are on to the lips. So I'm going to be using a couple of the NYX lip products. So I have the NYX Lingerie XXL in Strip Down, and this is Milky Gloss in Moody Peach. So I'm just going to throw on a ColourPop liner, and this is in BF is in Control. And we're going to go in with the lip lingerie first. So this is the reformulated version of the lip lingerie that I had before. The ones, they were like mostly nude. These are more on the pink side, pinky nudes. And it's supposed to like dry all the way down, still feel comfortable. This feels really comfortable. And it's supposed to dry all the way down like almost like a liquid lipstick, but be comfortable and be non-transferable. So I'm going to wait a second for it to dry down. Let's see if that actually is true. This is a really pretty color. I love this color, this peachy nude. It's drying out really nice. It's not sticky at all. Oh wow. And it's not transferable. Oh wow, nothing is coming off. And it's really comfortable. It doesn't feel like a dry, like stiff liquid lipstick at all. Okay. I have another color. I might have to get a couple more colors because that was nice. Now I'm going to go over top with the lip gloss. This is also pretty peachy. I like putting a gloss over the liquid lipsticks because it helps the glossy look to be more intense and last longer. And that is a beautiful nude peachy lip. Love it. Okay guys, and here we have the finished look. So it's a nice bronzy everyday type look, easy summer look, skin-like glowy skin, a little bit of color on the lower lash line to give it a little pop, a little interesting pop, some nice flirty lashes, some nice bushy brows, nice and youthful blush. I am really liking this. This is exactly what I throw on when I'm running out the door to some sort of summer event with the kids, with my girls, going out for drinks, outside day drinking. Nice, easy, quick. Took us a little bit longer obviously because I'm here yapping away, so it takes a little bit longer, but honestly this takes me, I want to be honest and say, about 45 minutes, 30 to 45 minutes depending on interruptions from the kids, but it doesn't take long at all. We used a whole bunch of new viral makeup. Some of them I really enjoyed. The only things I really didn't like was the Sonia Kashuk sponge. I really didn't like that. It didn't work out so well for me. The ColourPop eyebrow pencil is way too stiff. I barely have any pigment or anything on my eyebrows. I'm probably gonna have to go and follow up with something else. And the liquid blush, you gotta do that before you put powder on because it's gonna lift this stuff up off your face. That's about it. Everything else worked really nice. My brows are nice and there's a lot of hold in it from the ColourPop brow products. Not bad at all. And love the cheek products, love the eyeshadow. I'm actually really impressed with the eyeshadow. It's not the best, but it's really good. is really workable, and it's giving like the perfect bronzy summertime look, like exactly what we needed to give. So really enjoyed the palette. Not sure if it's still available. If it is, I'll link it down below. Basically anything now that I used today that's still available, I'm gonna link it all down below so you can check it out. Yeah, let me know what you think about the look. Nice, easy, ready to go out for the summer. I got like 5 minutes before the kids and my husband come stomping through that door, so let me finish this up. If you enjoyed this video, if you enjoyed this look, if you enjoyed all these products that we talked about, please give this video a thumbs up. And thank you so much for watching all the way through to the end. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.